Awareness, black nose, young and old. Inspire yourself and believe in your value and love yourself. Preserve yourself as you are to know thyself. Trust in the essence of your divinity, even if none else do. Make yourself a priority by being self-disciplined, not of conformity. Show thyself to be a man of valor. Awareness, black man. Do you know who you are? Who you really are? The leaders of all nations, near and far. The Ancient of Days proclaim your epitome, refined ways. The first fathers of civilized nations. Despite foreign colonizers' ignorant miseducation. Awareness, black man. Do you know you were sent to be what I am that I am thee? With the mindset of a king, you can accomplish all things, including having victory over your enemies, starting with the enemy. Addictions and malice is no place for the integrity palace. Awareness, black man, valor. Do you know where you are going? Do you know where you are from? Both started as a man-child of valor without the intellect to devour, but to empower. Your greatest gift is not of your fist, but the ability to think as your wrist. Holding hands with your goddess of regal on your side. She is the counsel of your appointed position as protector of her ma'at, wisdom respected, enforced, and elevated. This is when you are living in your true perfection. Woman might not be present in every situation, but I credit her wisdom to endure your discretion. From the womb to the tomb prevails the wisdom of the cosmic nut loom. Now, in this present time of eternity, are weapons of war and great destruction. From bullets to bombs, artificial intelligence, robotics, created by your enemies' minds of corruption, because they could not match your black strength and entity noble abilities of longevity, while mastering victories without weaponry, using the divine minds of organic integrity. But I am that I am is the highest ally to the black woman and man. Her authority is the source that grants you endless victory. Awareness, black man. Do you know you are strong? Sharing the weight of the black woman, weight of our enemies, history song. The division is the incision that your enemies draw swords of vengeance to our ascension of higher dimension, of wise decisions that affects all Black Life Matters instead of mindless chatter, to be rectified and purified in our daily matters. The African lion is indigenous to Africa, the land of the first black man and woman. You alone is worthy to display this image and symbol as your coat of armor. Even in your unconscious lower nature, your enemy's wager that a caged lion can only purr. But in this present time of open door opportunities, empowers you to roar for your home, nations, women, children, and communities for security. With the liberators of integrity, re-emerging our ancestral resilient legacy. Awareness, melanated indigenous man. Be what you are created to be. Waking up out of your slumber, pursuing your enemy's plunder. You are better than that. Lap your enemy's insecurities of the greed and falsehood, ignorance, arrogance, callousness, aggression, addictions, injustice, and false pieties. You are the masculine originators, here to expose the falsified duplicators. Your power is your birthright inheritance, full of security and stability, of a divine conclusion, to end atrocities. Gain truth, intelligence, valor abilities, common sense, clear thinking, divine refinement, peace, justice, integrity alliances of divine strategies for effective liberty. You are the protector of outside forces of matter. Defend what is within the embrace of your strong arms, of your woman and child, not left exposed to assumption. We must subdue, unify to multiply, in order to conquer the man-beast of the wild. By guidance of the eternal, most highest. You are a blessing to all, and all are a blessing unto you, who must arise above the diabolical bars to food. Awareness, melanated indigenous man. You are not made in the image of a reject. You are made in the image of the cosmic elect. Your blackness is not of a curse, but the color of the richest soil of the earth that forms precious stones. Therefore, like a diamond and the richest and most solid gem of all. May you now rise up, black man and woman, from your fall. If this is not your will to fulfill, there is not a choice like the red and the blue matrix pill, for it has no save and deal. Only the divine warrior zeal can save us from the adversary's agenda deal. Therefore, let us get our houses, galactic divine minds in order, as kings and queens consort us, for divine strategies to break the yoke of political, religious, monetary, devouring health atrocities, unto a great awakening and of uprising of rightfulness, minds of my art, truth, balance, order, law, justice, morality, for divine harmony of above, below, within, and round about, found even among mud huts, ghettos, and hopeful Wakanda palaces, absent of malice. We can restore our sovereign reality, deserving salute in this pursuit as a united diaspora nation with a fallen nation for ancestral cultural elevation, without validation from minds of demoralization and denigration of threat, of manipulation, and depopulation. It's time for the manifestation of our divine redemption and restoration. What does it mean to be a warrior among melanated indigenous culture? The melanated warrior is one who sacrifices themselves for the upright of his people. Their task is to assure the care of the elderly, the defenseless, those who cannot provide for themselves due to unjust foreign policies, and above all, the women and children, the portal and future of humanity, balance and harmony among the melanated jewels of the earth. The Yangan culture referred to Sankofa. It's not taboo to return and reestablish what we have left behind. There are some wisdom communal teachings we have left behind on our diaspora journey, which are essential to moving forward. We can't consider nor take the colonizers' words for our history, nor her story, our struggle, nor our future. The paradigm shift of divine reestablishment requires us to leave what we have consumed to gain what is freely given to us, in order to sacrifice the expedite freedom. It is a critical time for us. Those who forget their history are doomed to repeat it. mistakes repeatedly. Therefore, sankofa your heritage. Help re-establish our true African and indigenous her story before slavery and foreign patriarchal dominance. Help re-establish our African and indigenous roots in the Great Mother Spirit. Help re-establish our African and indigenous noble and royal dignity. Help re-establish our African and indigenous narratives and village wisdom literature. Help re-establish our words of inspiration, African and indigenous communal cultural teachings, leadership of divine nation. Help re-establish our apocalyptic future, African and indigenous interpretation. Help re-establish our African and indigenous caring and sharing growth. Help re-establish our divine African matrilineal kinship morality and matriarchal governance. Help re-establish our authentic African and indigenous name and fame. Help re-establish our true African and indigenous divine feminine wisdom and masculine energy of valor. Help re-establish our royal and noble African and indigenous courts of justice of Ma'at. Help re-establish our African and indigenous cultural heritage and help re-establish our African and indigenous love. Help respect and balance to be in divine harmony with above, below, and within and round about. Man of Valor, help re-establish our traditional African and indigenous herbal medicines. Man of Valor, help re-establish our African and indigenous traditional constitutions. Man of Valor, re-establish our Queen of Heaven testimony and authority. Man of Valor, help re-establish a taste for Africa and indigenous organic foods. Man of Valor, re-establish our African and indigenous relationships with Mother Africa. Revised from Africa Roots in G.O.D.